Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It is so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while. And if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So you are back for another episode of Crochet Catch Up. But there is one project that is not crochet that I will be featuring as well. Oh yes. This is where I catch you up on all my crochet and makes for the past week. And I really enjoy showing you that. So there is a little bit of crochet that I cannot show you today. It was me working on my Pick My Whip project. And I still haven't disclosed which one, because I put it to a vote, guys. You guys voted on that video several weeks ago as to which whip I should work on. It was either the flamingo with the mallard duck bucket hat, or it was the chicken pillow. Well, the winning selection was the flamingo, of course. So I have been working a little bit on that one, but I plan to do a Pick My Whip video in the next couple of weeks sometime. So I am going to save the work done on that for that video, but I did work on that. So some of my crochet time was taken up by that. Now I have 2 FOs and 2 whips today. So grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a product. Let's buckle in and let's get through them, shall we? So the first things that I'm going to show are my finished objects. I am going to do it this way round this week. So you may have seen that I did a setup for my new diamond painting video. It's where I got the new kit that Mike and the kids bought for me out, and I got the next diamond painting ready to go. And I said that it was for the dragon diamond art. That I was going to enter into the Dragon Cal that is being hosted by Erin from Crafting Kitty and Ray from Ray's Yarn Addiction. I will link both of those channels down below. It is where they want you to do a dragon project for some time in May, and I'm not sure when, but mine is done. Now, originally, I was trying to do a paint by numbers dragon picture, but very quickly I realised that I would not get it done before the deadline because I just don't work on it as much as I work on other things. Crochet is my first love, my first passion, is my life source, my whole being. So when I ordered the little dragon diamond painting from Temu, and I showed it in a Temu craft haul as well, I knew that it was much more manageable for me to get that one done. And actually, the same day that I set that diamond painting up off camera, I actually started working on it, and in that same day I managed to finish it. So it is the same picture as the paint by numbers, but it's in diamond art. Isn't it cute? So it is 100% completed. There he is, my little diamond dragon, my rainbow dragon on a cloud, all sparkly, all beautiful, all complete. I don't know what I'm doing with him, but he's done. So there is a crafty FO for this week. I actually surprised myself that I managed to get it done in one day. Yes, I did. There we go. So that's the first thing that I wanted to show you. Now, this second thing, before I move on, actually, please do go and check out Erin and Ray. They are both lovely, lovely ladies. They both have gorgeous channels. And if you want to find out more about the Dragon Cal or anything else that they've got going on, please do go and check them out. I just absolutely love and adore Erin in particular. I have more communication with Erin. I know Erin slightly more than I do Ray, but Ray is just as lovely a person. And I just wanted to jump on. I said that I wasn't going to stress or pressure myself in getting involved with a million cows all year long. But this one was manageable for me, and it meant that I could dabble in other crafts that were not crochet. So thank you, Erin and Ray, for facilitating that for me, for opening the door for me to do that. I have sent a picture to Erin, and if I can find Ray's email address, I'll send it to Ray as well, and hopefully they might do a little slideshow or showcase it in somehow, you know, all the people that entered and did something. I know that they are both doing a dragon mosaic crochet blanket each, so their projects are much bigger than my itty bitty teeny weeny little diamond painting. But yes, I had fun, I enjoyed it. It was gorgeous quality crafting time in a different way, and I have one of the bajillion diamond paintings that I went crazy buying done. So yay, win-win, right? And that also will be included in the Craft Yourself free totals for the end of the month. So yay. Right, next up, I'm going to be talking about another lovely YouTube content creator, and that is the beautiful Patricia over at yarnycat_crochet. She has had a little bit of a hiatus on her channel, but she is coming back more and more regularly. And Patricia, it's so wonderful to spend time with you again. Really enjoying your videos, loving the fact that you take us and sit on your porch, and you are, you know, starting to get into your groove of how you want your channel to progress. And spending time with you is always a joy, let me just say. But Patricia has gotten herself in a drive for helping her local community. Now, her food bank, I think it is looking for crocheted soap sacks to be given out to people that use the food bank. And Patricia bought herself a big cone of Christmas coloured cotton. I think it's Lily Sugar and Cream. Go check her channel out, check her videos out. She'll explain it all. And as she was starting to work those up, it kind of formulated I wonder how many I can get out of the one cone. I've submitted my guess. There's no prize. It's not a competition. It's just a bit of fun. But she decided that she wanted to give herself a target of 50 done for Christmas, because they would be nice little extra things that people need, and a nice extra little gift at Christmas time, a little extra helping hand. And soap sacks are really small, quick, easy projects. She directed us to an organisation that Glenda, Creative Grandma, did a drive for. Patricia has made it clear that she cannot accept donations of ready-made soap sacks. But if you wanted to help in any way, maybe you could help with yarns for her to make them. But that is not requested or required. It's just, we all know as a community, we all want to help and contribute quite a bit. And she said that if people are desperate to help, that would be the best way to help her. But she doesn't have the space to store boxes and boxes of ready-made soap sacks. Whereas Glenda, Creative Grandma, I think she got like over 3,000 soap sacks donated to her. And even she struggled to have the room to keep them all. Patricia also encourages us to donate locally to charities in our local area to save on, you know, shipping and postage and stuff. I'm in the UK, Patricia's over in the US. But Patricia, I've got a little bit of a quandary, my lovely, because I don't have anywhere near me that are actually wanting these, but you inspired me so much. And I knew that I had a skein of Christmas cotton in my tote, which I have forgotten to grab. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I knew I had forgotten something. There might be other times I have to pause as well. I am not a professional, guys. Anyway, I knew that I had one solitary skein of Christmas coloured cotton. And I thought, do you know what? Even if these can't go anywhere, I can use them up, and I will find a use for them somehow. And they're nice quick makes. It was, you know, that gratification of getting things done and using up stash and all the things that I'm trying to do this year on my channel. So I grabbed it out of my cotton tote, and this is a UK yarn. This is Devanti, and it's Mistletoe Ombre. There's the band, 100% cotton, 155 meters. You don't get any more information than that. 100 gram skein it was. Now, I had used some of it already on other projects in the past. I wanted to see how many I could get out of my ball. And this looks like quite a weighty scrap, right? But when I weighed each of my completed soap sacks and then I weighed this, I was 5 grams short of getting another one completed. So I didn't want to waste my time starting to hook it up and then running out. So this will go in my scrap bin with the label. I cannot claim the label, but that is okay. When I do get it used up, it will be there ready and waiting for then. So there we go, the red, green and white. And with the partial ball that I had, I managed to get 5. So there we go. Now, check Patricia's channel out if you want the pattern for these, because she links it down in the description box. I went to the place where she advised to get these, and I think it's from SAC website, s.a.c.k, which is the website that Creative Grandma was using and supporting. So if I can find it, I'll link it. If not, go and check Patricia's channel out. She'll give you more information on where to go. They all have the little hangy loops. And basically, you just get a bar of soap, guys. You put the bar of soap inside your little soap sack. You wash yourself like you normally would. And then you hang it. And all the water and the soap scum and stuff just, you know, filters out and dries. Now, these can get a bit icky and they can get a bit goopy, and I know a lot of people don't like that, but in a pinch, not only is it the soap that you need to clean yourself with, it is also the material to give yourself a good scrub, because you don't have a flannel, you don't have a washcloth, whatever. So it's like multi-purpose, and I think Patricia is planning on gifting these maybe with a bar of soap in each. I'm not sure. But I have 5. That's the only Christmas yarn I've got. I won't be making any more because, like I said, I don't really have anywhere for them to go. So Patricia, as a one-off, even though you don't want donations, can I send them to you? It's only 5. It's not going to take up too much room. I really want to help. You really inspired me. I want to give. And it would make my heart feel good, not only to help you out, but also to help out your community and give to those that need them. What's the point in them hanging around in my house not being used? So as a one-off, maybe, can I send them to you? I'll put some other goodies in there as well. Not bribing you or anything, but you know I would. So Patricia, Yarny Cat, let me know. If not, it's fine. If you have to say no, that is absolutely fine. I will find a use for them. And maybe I will fill them with a bar of soap each as well. I think that would be quite nice. So there you go. 5 soap sacks, another FO. And another charity donation. Fingers crossed, hopefully. And another Craft Yourself Free total to put on the list. Now, I have 2 whips. One of them you have seen multiple times. One of them is a new start. Oh yeah, I'm so excited. So, shall we do the one you've seen multiple times and leave the new start to the end, just to, you know, keep you hanging to the end of the video? I'm so naughty. Right, this is my overlay mosaic Christmas blanket, which is my Spinny Selection number 2. Last week I showed it and I revealed what design I had put in there, because prior to that I said I'm putting a new design in. You didn't know what it was, and it was the hearts, and I managed to get the whole heart motif in the blanket. I did let slip last week that the next motif is going to be the snowflakes, and it is just going to be the same snowflake across the blanket because there's only one snowflake design. I am going to quickly flash the chart on camera, but I'm not going to hold it there very long because obviously it is a paid for pattern. But this is the design I am working on currently. Snowflake. Ooh, pretty. If you blinked, you missed it. I'm sorry. And you will know that I am not using traditional Christmas colours for the majority of you. This is the Yuletide blanket by Tina Thorodottir Thorvalda, and I will link her in the description box. I will also link Patricia and Creative Grandma. Anyone that I link, any patterns that I link, please, please, please just click that description box and just see where the links take you. You may go on a magical journey of discovery, and yeah, it's always worth clicking links that people put in their description boxes. I don't think description boxes are used and utilised to their full, you know, impact, but there we go. So, like I said, I will link that down below. It is a paid for pattern, but in my opinion, it is worth every single penny. I love Tina's patterns. I love her mosaic designs. I am getting on really, really well with this. I am solely using the charts. I am quite lucky that I can understand and read the charts. I am very familiar with charts, and it just means that I can bust it out. Now, if you are not familiar with mosaic crochet, you start on the right hand side, you stitch to the left, you snip your yarn every single row. So you're not carrying yarns, you're not doing like any of the intarsia or tapestry techniques. You are doing one row of your main colour, snip, one row of your contrast colour, snip, back to your main snip, contrast snip. So you do end up with a bajillion ends on the edges of your piece, but you can then, which is what I plan to do, put on a double envelope border. They are laborious. I struggle with them, but they are worth it when they are done, because you put a border on the front and a border on the back. You put all of your little ends in between your front and back border, and then you stitch the two borders together so all the ends are sandwiched into your border. So yes, that is what I plan to do. So I have started the snowflake. I have only got 12 rounds in, but 12 rounds is better than nothing. I only picked it up twice this week and managed to get the 12 rows in the twice that I picked it up, and it wasn't for hours and hours and hours. It was only for a couple of hours here, a couple of hours there. Please don't be intimidated by mosaic, guys. I know it looks complicated. I know it looks a bit but it really, really isn't. You just take it row by row. If you can, and this is US terms, single crochet, chain and double crochet, you can do this. You just have to count, and you just have to be mindful where you're putting your stitches, and that's it. Honestly, it is really, really, really simple. So I have it folded numerous times because I wanted to just show you that this is the amount of the snowflake that I managed to get in. So only like the bottom few rows. But since last time I was down here, and I have managed to get all of that in. So that is a nice bit of progress for a week, considering I didn't hyper focus. I didn't like try and get in as many as I can. I just did what I could when I was able to pick it up. Because I'm enjoying my crocheting. I'm not putting stress or pressure on myself. And this will get done when it gets done. Of course, I want to get more of my spinny selections on the hook and underway, but I'm doing them one at a time. And if I don't get all my spinny selections done this year, they can roll over to next, as long as they're always on my list and eventually they get ticked off. Who cares, right? So yes, I did manage to get this section, this amount done. So I will unfold it slightly for you. I managed to get through the blues, and I'm just heading into the greens. I'll show you the yarn and everything in a second. So yes, non-traditional Christmas colours. I have gone for pink and rainbow because why not? I'll show you this half of the blanket. So you've got the Christmas trees, the Advent stars, the beautiful hearts, and the beginnings of the snowflake on that side. And then you've got those Christmas trees, those Advent stars, more beautiful hearts, and again the start of the snowflake. Excuse that end. I am still on the second cake of the rainbow, but I do believe that I've just started the 10th donut of the pink, I think. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, it will be super, super lovely when it is done. The little pink donuts from Ice. Absolutely yummy scrummy. Love them to bits and pieces. They are the Baby Merino DK. They are 50-gram donuts. There's about 100 meters, so about 109-ish yards. They are 40% merino wool, 20% polyamide and 40% acrylic. They are a DK or a lightweight 3. Recommend 4 to 5 millimeter needles. There's no hook recommendation. Wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not iron. Do not bleach. Made in Turkey. And that is literally all you get off of these little yarn bands. But it is a gorgeous baby pink. It's working up really, really lovely. And I have tons of these. So I am trying to use up a chunk of them from my stash. To try and get my stash down a little bit, not gonna lie. Now the rainbow is a yarn from the Knitting Network. The Knitting Network do ship overseas as well. It is the Sunflower Yarns Spectrum DK. They are 100-gram cakes, approximately 360 meters or 394 yards, 100% acrylic, made in Turkey, 4mm needles, no hook. Machine wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not iron, do not tumble, do not bleach. I would, but because the pink has got merino in, I probably wouldn't tumble. And this particular colour is Aquarius or 005. This is all I have of the second cake. We're starting to get fluffy, but there's still plenty on there. So I'm not going to get through hardly any of these cakes for the blanket, but I am going to get through, hopefully, a decent amount of the donuts. So I am super, super pleased with my progress on that one. I am going to try and put some work into it every week just so that the progress keeps going, the momentum keeps going. And at some point I can do another spinny selection because that's super fun. Now for that mosaic blanket I am using my 4.5mm dots. I think I did start with a 4 because since I've gone up to the 4.5 there is slight kind of splaying out, but when I put the double crochet border on I'm hoping that it will, you know, do what it needs to do. Yeah, so that is my progress on that one this week. Super, super pleased that I managed to pick it up and get some work done. And now I have a new start to show you. And you might remember that I used more of the Sunflower Spectrum last month to do a blue ripple blanket. That was in the colour Zodiac. And that is a baby blanket that I will be sending to Christina, Bella Uncinetto. Check out her channel. She'll be linked down below. She works on a US military base on the island of Sicily. And one of her colleagues has hatched and formulated the idea of making up hampers for expectant mums that live on base, so that when that precious bundle is born, they have a beautiful hamper of gorgeous things just to start them off and, you know, feel like people love them and, you know, are celebrating the arrival of their little one as well. So the ripple blanket was done. It was finished. That was last month. And I thought, right, so I've got a blues blanket. Now I want to go for more of the traditionally feminine colours. Now, colours don't have gender. But traditionally, boys are blue, girls are pink. I don't believe in any of that. Anyone can wear whatever colour they want. I'm wearing a rainbow today, for heaven's sake. So, you know. And yes, I did make this jumper. This was a tutorial by Cinnamon Stitches. It is at least a couple of years old now, but I love it. I wear it all the time. Yes, so I thought, right, I need to crack on with another donation blanket for the drive that Christina is supporting. So I went digging in my humongous stash and I picked up another pack of 5 of the Spectrum yarn cakes, like I've just shown you with that rainbow one. And this time I picked the colourway Pisces, and it is pinks, purples and whites. Well, it might be a cream actually. But you've got mauves and creams and lilacs and lavenders and darker pinks and lighter pinks. My camera never shows colour accurately. It is super pretty in real life. But I had 5 of them, and I put 5 in the blue ripple blanket, the Zodiac blanket. So I'm going to put 5 of these in my next baby blanket that I am going to be donating. Now, I have already got 1 cake in out of 5, so I'm a 5th of the way. Did that all this week. I am using my 5mm dots for this one. And I was like, okay, so what stitch am I going to use? I know I'm going to do a blanket, but what stitch am I going to use? I want something that's pretty. I want something that I enjoy stitching. And I went searching. You know, when you go into YouTube, you just put easy crochet baby blanket. Thousands of them come up. I did look at a few of them, and it wasn't like really tickling me fancy. And then I stumbled across this one, and I am actually really enjoying it. Now, the stitch is taking a little while to crochet up. It's not a difficult stitch. It's an easy peasy stitch, but it is just taking a little while because the yarn is DK. And I will link the tutorial down below. It is from Glenda, Creative Grandma, again, so another feature for Glenda this time. And it is her lovey-dovey stitch, which is so cute. So I grabbed the first cake, off I went. I followed the tutorial as was done in the tutorial. So I used the same chain number, got the same stitch count. So this one is going to be a much smaller baby blanket, but I'm thinking to myself, it doesn't have to be one of those huge enveloping baby blankets every time. It can still be used when they're super tiny and firstborn for a bit. Then it can be used to cover them in a car seat or their pram or their stroller. It could eventually be their comforter when they get a little bit older, because Max used to drag his blankie around, you know, all that sort of thing. So even though it's smaller than I anticipated, I am absolutely in love with how it's working out. So this is 1 full cake. It is gorgeous. So I can get it all in frame. So it is a smaller size, but it is just so gorgeous. And I'm showing you the back, of course I am. I will bring the stitch up closer for you to see in just a second, but how those purples and pinks and creams are playing out is just gorgeous. Now, I am not colour controlling this one. I am just letting the yarn flow. You can see breaks in the colour in places, but do you know what? It just makes it its own. It makes it unique. I don't know whether I'm going to put a border on the edge because it is quite a straight, neat edge. We'll see. Yeah, so that is my next baby blanket for the drive that Christina's friend is running, but that is what the stitch looks like up close. It's just so pretty. So there are small holes in the stitch, but I'm not worried about little fingers and toes getting caught because, you know, when they're being wrapped and things, they still need air holes for air to circulate so that they don't overheat. I think it will be absolutely fine. But obviously, whoever gets given this blanket, as long as they're supervising baby when they've got it, then it should be absolutely fine. But yes, there we go. Another great start to another little baby blanket. And that is 1 full cake. And I'm going to put 5 in there. So it's going to be nice and tall. It's just not very wide. But then I crochet super tight. So maybe if I had gone up to a 5.5 or a 6, maybe the dimensions would have been slightly better. But I don't think it's a bad size. Look, it fills the frame of my camera. So it will be fine, I'm sure. Even if they just use it for a bit of tummy time. Multiple uses, but an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous stitch. And it's so super easy, guys. It is singles, half doubles and doubles, US terminology. It's just where you put those stitches to create that beautiful stitch pattern. So there you go. I will link that tutorial. I will link all the patterns and tutorials that I have mentioned that I can find. I will link all of the channels of the people that I have spoken about. I'm super excited about this one. 1 cake in already, so hopefully it won't take too long to get all 5 cakes in. I will continue to work on it, of course. But I am really trying to do I'm not pressuring myself. I'm picking up what I want to work on when I want to work on it. And don't forget that I did do some work on my Pick My Whip project as well. I did not pick up my Pot of Gold Under a Rainbow Manfa Mouse blanket this week. That is one thing that I didn't get to work on. But that's okay. I'll just rotate and work on what I can. I got distracted by the soap sacks and the diamond painting. But now that I've done these, maybe the Manfa blanket will get a little bit of love this week. But remember, I'm not showing that on my Crochet Catch Up because I have a planned and scheduled video to do the Manfa Mal Catch Up as a video in its own right. So there we go. Patricia, let me know if I can bend the rules and send you the 5 ones that I've done. I won't be making any more. I won't bombard you with any in any other colours. It will literally just be that 5. But it's better that they get put to use. And I know I'm cheeky and I should have asked first, but you don't know unless you ask. And it is okay if not. And yeah, I think that was a really good week of crafting. I'm really pleased with that. So hope your week has been good. Hope you've got a lot of crafting done. Obviously, we're heading towards the weekend again, but whenever I film these videos, I'm in the weekend before. So you guys are so far in the future for me that I don't know what is going to be happening. But the current weekend that I'm filming, so last weekend, it is a 3-day weekend for us in the UK because there is a bank holiday. So I get a 3-day weekend, yay, Saturday, Sunday and Monday. And the kids won't go to school on the Monday and Mike has it off as well. So all 6 of us will be home on Monday, which will be lovely. Don't have any plans as yet, but you never know, something might crop up. And yeah, I hope this weekend that is fast approaching for you guys watching, I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a good one for me as well, but I'm still on one for a minute, so you know. Yeah, so I will be back with my regularly scheduled content next week. Like I said, hope you have a fabulous weekend to come. I hope the weather is being kind. And yeah, I just love you bunches. Thanks for your time today, guys, as always. So until I see you next week, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye, guys. Love you loads.